Hello, all you beautiful souls. Jules here, and we're going to be talking about the different shapes of crystals today. There are many shapes and forms, and they actually do serve a purpose. So I grabbed some over here to show you them. Okay, so we have the cylinders, which are harmonizers. We have clusters, different clusters. This is a highlight cluster. Spears. Check out the rutile in that one. It's half clear, half cellophane. Here's another cluster. This is a scepter cluster. We have pyramids. Actually, excuse me, this is a tower. This is a pyramid. Rutile pyramid. Check out all the rutile in there. And then we have spears. Sorry, I already said that. We have your polished. And then you have your raw stone. So this is going to be raw matrix. This is raw highlight. You have your vogels. And there are different shapes and sizes of vogels and cuts. There's also wands, as you see on the bottom shelf. We have sacred geometry, so there are dodecahedrons and all kinds. There's also Merkabas. So some say the Merkaba is what you travel to and from this earth and other planes on. So some have recalled if they're with their loved ones and they're passing in the hospital or at home, wherever, they'll almost see this shape spinning and they'll see it leave their body. So they say this is a vehicle that we leave this planet Earth from and return home to. So we're going to mainly get into the tumbled, the raw, the spear, the crystal point, which is the towers, the pyramids, the clusters, and the double terminated. So hopefully we can cover all of that. Some crystals are formed naturally and some are carved by humans. But the shape of a crystal has an impact on its energy and how it is channeled. Although the shape of the crystal is important, it doesn't give a crystal more power or more energy. This means that certain shapes are better suited to specific magical kinds of workings. So depending on what you're trying to purpose your crystal with, if you're trying to send white light out to the universe, you can use a spear. If you're trying to send it up, you can use a tower or a pyramid. Pyramids up and out, towers are up, spears radiate around, vogels are sending energy to and from. So we'll get into each of them. We'll start out with the tumbled crystals. So this is all your tumbled polished stones. They go through a machine with different media, and it's polishing the crystal as it tumbles and spins. And it can take weeks, sometimes months, to tumble crystals. So they give a gentle balanced energy and can be used in any kind of workings. They are affordable, practical, and perfect for keeping in your pocket. And don't be fooled by their size. They do pack an energetic punch. So I know many of you We'll carry them in your brassieres, pockets, purse, car, wherever. Tumbles are really easy and they're smooth, so they're not gonna like jab at you. And then we have raw crystals. So these are gonna be your raw, they're not polished. Sometimes they will flake off on you. And these crystals are in their natural form and have irregular energy. They come in all shapes and sizes, and their surface is rough. They can feel more powerful because they have come from Mother Earth in their untouched form. And then we have the spear. And these are perfectly rounded, highly polished balls associated with divination, specifically scrying. They bring an even energy as they radiate their power in all directions. And their calming energy makes them great for meditation. So I often will lay in Shavasana with a spear just radiating on my belly. And then we have crystal points. So these are your points or your towers. And by anchoring your intentions through its solid base at the bottom, then strengthening them through to the point. This is essentially a pyramid or a point, and it amplifies that energy when you set your intentions, and they can be used to raise the vibration of a space. So I have a bunch of towers behind you, and it's in my yoga room, so it's elevating that energy, it's raising it up. And then we have the pyramid. So the pyramid anchors your intentions through its solid base, then strengthens them through the point, and it assists manifestation, sending it into the universe in a concentrated beam. So you can write your intentions on a piece of paper and place it under the crystal pyramid to speed up your manifestation. Crystal clusters. I'm sure many of you have clusters. These multiple crystal points contain strong vibrational energy that radiate in all different directions. Clusters are great space room cleansers because their energy reaches out into every single part of the room. So I always have clusters in all my rooms. So last but not least, we have the crystal vogels, or your double term crystals. So they don't necessarily have to be a vogel with the sides, because the sides all do mean something. So to work with a specific number is trying to attain a specific goal. So I would actually have to do a whole class on the different numbers and what each of them mean if you have them in a vogel. So we'll have to do that later. But if you just have like a simple one, double terminated, it can be totally smooth as well. This is for sending and receiving energy. So if I'm working with someone, like a client, and I'm using my energy to work on them. So when I'm using my vogel on them, sending and receiving energy. So my energy is sending onto them and I'm receiving theirs because I'm working and feeling their aura, their spirit guides, anything that is around them. This is going to be your tool to help with that. So I hope that this has helped just a little bit to learn about the different uses. Like I said, we'll go over sacred geometry is a whole nother window or pathway or doorway to go down with the Merkabahs and the octahedrons, dodecahedrons, all the different type of corners on the crystal cuts. So much love and light to you all, and have a beautiful night. And don't forget to check out my Ganesha pendant.